Hello students, in this video let us discuss how to calculate effective atomic number of metallocene like ferrocene, dibenzene, chromium, like that compounds. Okay, so here before going to discuss the EAN of metallocenes, that means ferrocene. So let us discuss briefly, that means how to calculate the EAN for some basic compounds. Okay, so actually here this is the Sedgwick effective atomic number rule, or also called as a 18 electron rule, or also called as a noble gas rule. Okay, so actually here what is the effective atomic number? The total number of electrons around the central metal ion in complex compound is a effective atomic number. Okay, so what is the purpose of calculation of this effective atomic number? If the atomic effective atomic number is equals to nearer noble gas element atomic number, then the complex compound is more stable. For example, EAN is equals to 36, the given complex is, you can say, is a more stable. Okay, so first of all here, how to calculate the EAN? There is a one formula, that is a Z plus 2 into L plus or minus oxidation number of the metal. Here Z means here atomic number of the central metal atom, and L means here number of ligands, 2 into number of ligands. Actually here why you have to add here 2, because here ligand donates 2 electrons to the metal ion, so that's why 2 into L plus or minus oxidation number of the metal. That means if positive oxidation number, so we have to subtract. Okay, and if it is a negative oxidation number, so we have to add. So that's why you're writing plus or minus oxidation number of the metal. So first of all, that's for simple compounds. Let us see. So nickel tetracarbonyl compounds. Okay, nickel atomic number 28, and your ligands 4 ligands, 2 into 4, that equals to 36. So that means here this atomic effective atomic number equals to 36, that is the atomic number of the noble gas element. So here this complex compound is a stable. Okay, so in this case here nickel oxidation number is 0. You know that for carbonyl compounds the metal atom has a 0 oxidation number. For suppose FeCN6 minus 4, in this case here iron 26 and 6 ligands, so 2 into 6. And here what is the oxidation number of the iron? So in this case here plus 2 is the oxidation number of the iron. Okay, so that means here let us calculate this one, iron oxidation number for, let us say, X, and here 6 plus 6 into minus 1, because Cn minus 1, that Cn carries a minus 1 charge, and equals to minus 4, that means X equals to plus 2. So if positive oxidation number, so we have to subtract, so that equals to again 36. And now here vanadium carbonyl compound VCO6 minus 1. So vanadium atomic number 26 and 6 into 2, and here that means your negative oxidation number for the vanadium, because your carbonyl ligand has a 0, that means a 0 oxidation number. So ultimately here in this case that minus charge present on the vanadium, so here minus 1 we have to add this one, so that also equals to 36. For suppose if you calculate the effective atomic number for the this complex compound, this one carries 0 charge, that means here vanadium 0, so here vanadium 23 and 2 into 6, of course there is no oxidation number, so that equals to 35. So here from this EAN rule we can say this is acting as a that means that is it is readily reduced. Okay, that means the vanadium 0, here in this case vanadium carries a minus 1, so here this is a gain of electrons, so gain of electron is nothing but reduction. So that means here this is reduced readily to this complex compound. So that means here this compound is acting as an oxidizing agent. The oxidizing agent itself undergo reduction. So why? Because it is reduced readily, its effective atomic number 35 by reduction, that gains effective atomic number 36. So it gains a stability by gain of electrons. So gain of electrons is nothing but reduction. So here the complex compound acting as an oxidizing agent. Okay, so that's it. So now here let us calculate the effective atomic number of the this one ferrocene. Okay, so here in this case here metallocene means here ferrocene is one of the example. N-metallocene is a compound typically consisting of two cyclopentadienyl anions bound to a metal atom. The most example, the well-known example is the ferrocene. Okay, ferrocene. This is a ferrocene structure. It is a sandwich structure because this iron metal is between two cyclopentadienyl rings. Okay, like a sandwich. So here in this case, first of all, you have to know about the hapticity. Hapticity. What is the hapticity? Hapticity means here number of donor atoms. Number of donor atoms of ligands. Okay. For suppose in this case cyclopentadiene. So generally here it has a pi resonating structures. So here for this 5 resonating structures, for suppose these are the 5 resonating structures. So it's a negative charge, here a negative charge, and next one the negative charge pi bond, and next one more structure pi bond negative charge pi bond, and another one the negative charge pi bond pi bond. So these are the 5 resonating structures for the cyclopentadienyl anion. So here in this case, what is the resonance hybrid for this one? So here this is the resonance hybrid. So here in this case here these electrons are delocalized, and here the negative charge is delocalized on the all carbons. So here partial negative, here partial negative, partial negative, partial negative, and partial negative. So here this cyclopentadienyl anion, whenever bonding with metal atom, so all 5 carbons are attracted towards this metal atom. That means here all carbons are acting as a donor atoms. So here the hapticity for this one is 5. So hapticity generally indicated with a Greek letter, that is a eta. So here for C5H5 minus 1 hapticity is 5. That means here eta 5. So actually here the cyclopentadiene, so donating 6 electrons. Here 2 pi electrons, here 2 pi electrons, here 2 electrons. So donating 6 electrons through the 5 carbon atoms. So generally the number of carbons which are bonding with the metal atom is known as a hapticity. Okay. So here see in ferrocene that cyclopentadienyl hapticity is 5. So that's why here we can write this one Fe eta 5 C5 H5 twice. Okay, that's it. So now here how to calculate this ferrocene effective atomic number. So EAN equals to effective atomic number equals to iron oxidation number is iron atomic number is 26. Okay, now here how many ligands here? 2 ligands. So in this case each ligand, that means cyclopentadienyl anion, donates 6 electrons. So here 2 into 6. And here what the oxidation number of this iron is plus 2. That means here 26 plus 12 and minus 2 equals to 36. Ferrocene effective atomic number is 36. Okay. So why this one actually here C5H5 minus 1 charge actually. That means here Fe plus 2. So iron has a plus 2 oxidation state, we have to subtract. So effective atomic number is 36. Okay, na? It is 6 electron donor. Of course here hapticity is different. Hapticity means the number of bonding, the number of carbons which are involved in bonding. So 5 carbons are involved in bonding, and it is 6 electron donor. Okay, so in this bonding here, that each cyclopentadienyl anion ring donates 6 electrons. So generally in simple compounds here, for suppose in this case each ligand donates 2 electrons. So similarly here in this case each ring donates 6 electrons. Okay, that's why 2 into 6. Next and one more example here in this case, how to calculate this EN rule, EN number, that means effective atomic number for this compound. Here see in this case C5H5 sigma and pi C5H5 twice. So here very interestingly this cyclopentadienyl anion is acting as, that means with the heptacity 1. If this carbon is bonding with the metal, so in this case heptacity 1. Why? Because here only one carbon is directly involved in a bonding. But in ferrocene all 5 carbons are involved in a bonding. Here heptacity 5. Or heptacity may be 3 also possible for this cyclopentadienyl anion. If 3 carbons are involved in a bonding, that means here heptacity 3. So for cyclopentadienyl heptacity may be 1, or heptacity may be 3, or heptacity may be 5. Okay, there is a possibility. Okay, now here in this case it is a 2 electron donor. Okay, because negatively charged carbon donates electrons, so that means a 2 electron donor. Here in this case here 2 electrons negative charge and here 2 electrons, so it is a 4 electron donor. Here in this case it is a 6 electron donor when heptacity is 5. Now here calculate this one. So titanium oxidation number here C5H5 minus 1, here C2 C5H5 minus 1, that means here minus 2, here minus 2, so ultimately titanium plus 4. So titanium atomic number is 22. Okay, and here sigma C5H5, it means here in this case it is only 2 electron donor, so here 2 into 2. Okay, and next here pi C5H5 means here it is 6 electron donor, so 6 into 2. And what is the oxidation number? 4. Okay, here positive oxidation number, so subtract the number. So here 22 plus 4 plus 12, that means minus 4 equals to 34. So effective atomic number for this complex compound is 34. Okay, because it's 2 electron donor, because this ring is bonding with the metal directly with 1 carbon, that is a 2 electron donor. Okay, the pi C5H5 means here it is a 6 electron donor bonding with 5 carbons. Okay, that's it. And next here, okay, so next calculate the effective atomic number of dibenzene chromium, that means here Cr, eta 6, C6 and H6 twice. Okay, it is a dibenzene chromium. So here in this case 2 benzene rings are acting as a donor, so 2 benzene rings, so here each carbon involved in a bonding. So generally here the benzene has a 6 electrons, so it is a 6 electron donor. In this bonding totally 6 carbons are involved, so here heptacity 6. So what is the effective atomic number An for this one? Chromium 24, and in this case 2 rings, each ring is 6 electron donor, so 2 into 6, and chromium oxidation number 0 because benzene is a neutral ligand, so that equals to 36. Okay, so dibenzene chromium effective atomic number is 36, so that is the stable, we can say. And next here one more complex compound, iron eta 4, C4H6 and CO thrice. In this case C4H6 means here 1,3-butadiene. Here 1,3-butadiene also there is a resonance. So here these 4 electrons are involved in bonding, that means here 4 electron donor, and here 4 carbons are involved in bonding, so heptacity is 4. Okay, that means a 4 electron donor. Now here iron 26 is the 4 electron donor plus 4 plus 3 into carbonyl group, so 2, that means 26, 4, 30, 30 plus 6 here 36, so its effective atomic number is 36. Okay, so that is the calculation of the effective atomic number for the metal housing and similar compounds. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.